One thing I'm guilty about as a producer, most of the tracks that I work on, I find myself throwing everything but the kitchen sink at it to get that track big with all types of different layers of instrumentation. And I think that comes from a lot of the clients and artists that I work with. That's what they want. They want that big, huge radio sound. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that complicated? Today we're going to be breaking down the hit Stick Season by Kahan. And this track is so simple. And this really proves that it's all about the songwriting in the song, not all the layers of fancy production. So if you're a songwriter producer at home who wants to produce and release your own songs, let this video prove that it may not be as complicated as you think.
Back and I love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol.
Another thing that may surprise you, the only effect that I'm using is one single reverb here. It's a UAD Lexicon reverb. That's what it looks like. I got a large haul on. But one thing that I'm doing here, if I open up my automation lanes, is you can see that I'm increasing this reverb in the chorus and taking it down in the verse. You've got to get comfortable with using your automation lanes so you can hear the difference in how dry and wet the vocal becomes going from the verse to chorus.
Out of weather, cause I see you when it rains. Doc told me to travel, but there's COVID on the planes. And I love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's
so going back to that verse, we're going to tuck that verb back, make the vocal come a little bit closer and cleaner in the mix, not as washed out and big as it will be in the chorus. Another vocal production trick that you got to be aware of, just doubling your vocal, guys. This makes such a difference. But if you do it throughout, it kind of gets old. So on Noah's record, the first chorus, there's no double vocal. But we go to chorus 2 and chorus 3, you've got this double vocal that happens on the record, and it's just the same part, wide pan. Check it out.
love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, and I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. And I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you're tired.
It's really going to liven up your mix if you add some doubled vocals in those bigger sections. But to keep that contrast, have just a single acoustic and a single vocal in the verse sections. It starts with one acoustic guitar. Then it changes here. So I split to 2 guitars there. And again, this is just me recreating the production as I hear it on Noah's record. I slowed it down by 1 click and I dropped the key by a half step. But other than that, everything is pretty close on the arrangement here. And I wanted to show you how you could take a simple, really this is a guitar vocal, but with different types of panning and different moments in the song, create this separation and dynamics in your track. So starting with that singular acoustic, it splits off to 2 acoustics here, both wide panned.
Doc told me to travel, but there's COVID on the planes. And
Here's the chorus, just big strums. I've got 1 acoustic, 2 acoustics, and 3 acoustics. And also this little baby 12 string. This baby 12 string is so inspiring. You can play it just like a guitar, but it's voiced higher like a high-strung guitar. And so playing the same chord progressions, it's perceived different in the mix. It's the same chord progression all throughout this song. So adding this extra layer that's an octave higher than the other guitars, it creates a cool wideness in the acoustic guitars in this track. As it builds that tension towards verse 2, a kick drum starts to come in. And I mean, only a kick drum. That's the only drums in this song. No cymbals, no fills, nothing like that. So it just feels so satisfying when that simple part comes in too. So I'll go ahead and unmute everything. That way you can hear how this transition feels here.
So I thought that if I piled something good on all my bed, that I cancel out my darkness I inherited from Dad. No, I am no longer funny, cause I miss the way you laugh. Once called me forever, now you still can't call me back.
So starting with this picking guitar, then kind of introducing the strum pattern here with another double guitar. This gives you room to grow. We have all these hills and valleys with our acoustics happening here. And when we hit verse 2 and add this simple kick drum, I mean, the only difference in instrumentation happens at the solo part. And this is something that I want you to consider. Even on the simpler demos, sometimes adding a new instrument towards the middle to end of the song really gives it a new life here. So check out what this part's doing. I think on the original record it was a banjo. I did it on a resonator, but check out what this sounds like. I haven't messed up there at the end. But in context with the track, it actually sounds pretty good. Everything's not perfect in this track. There's a mistake in the instruments, there's a mistake in the vocal. Part of that folk pop sound is some of these instruments and parts being a little bit loose. Not everything needs to be perfectly on the grid or perfectly in key sometimes. Let me just go ahead and throw a couple of bars of a harmony part in here, and then we'll have this track ready.
Alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you
just that much. Let's go ahead and make another double of that.
and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you
Let's go ahead and give these vocal stacks a listen.
and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you
So look, we've got a couple of layers of acoustic guitars, one resonator, and a kick drum. That's all in this production. No fancy tricks, no cymbal swells, no reverses, no sub drops, none of that. And it's still a huge hit. So now that I've broken down this production and you know exactly what's going on in the track, let's go ahead and give it a listen from the top down.
As you promised me that I was more than all the miles combined, you must have had yourself a change of heart like halfway through the drive, because your voice trailed off exactly as you passed my exit sign. Kept on driving straight and left our future to the right. Now I am stuck between my anger and the blame that I can't face. The memories, something even smoking weed does not replace. And I'm terrified of weather, cause I see you when it rains. Doc told me to travel, but there's COVID on the planes. And I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you tie your tracks in one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half, and that'll have to do. So I thought that if I piled something good on all my bed, that I cancel out my darkness I inherited from Dad. No, I am no longer funny, cause I miss the way you laugh. Once called me forever, now you still can't call me back. And I love Vermont, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you'll tie your tracks in one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half, and that'll have to do. Oh, that'll have to do. My other half was you. I hope this pain's just passing through, but I doubt it. I love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed. And it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Now you tie your tracks in one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half, and that'll have to do, have to do.